There we go. Missed a little bit, dude.
Dude, you can't clap, dude. What happened to you?
I don't know what's dude. I can't sing. I can't jive, brother. I don't know what's all my jives are out of my body right now.
Dude, you just jive too hard this weekend or what?
Covered in hair. Yeah, I think I jived too close to the sun. I've been just trying to work on new material, dude, and it is really bumming me out.
Doing it sober?
Yeah.
Sober material?
Doing it drunk is very fun.
It is pretty funny to be like, hey, man, what are you up to? Like, just driving. Just been driving pretty hard.
But
has any of it worked? I don't think I've seen you every set. So
it was just at the Rhino, and there was nobody there. Nobody was having a good time. It was a real bummer of a night.
I texted the group chat. I was like, hey, should I show up? And then nobody responded. So I was like, guess I'm not showing up. And
Max showed me the text, and then I thought we were gonna reply to it. I thought because we were both looking at each other like, fuck no.
Nobody replied.
It's so funny that we just looked at each other and we're like, oh, that sucks. He shouldn't come. And then nobody told you.
Yeah, nobody said anything. And then Kyle texted like an hour later, like, I'll be here. And I texted Kyle, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. But cool, dude. Just driving.
Yeah. And then, so I was watching Quiet on Set before. And
so explain Quiet on Set. I have no idea what this is at all.
So it's essentially all the the Nickelodeon stars of the time. Dan Schneider was... The thing was Dan Schneider, the producer of like all the hit like iCarly and like.
Oh, okay. This is like peak Nickelodeon.
Yeah, this is like the big guys.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, I guess he was just like that fat, weird, creepy dude. And
yeah. He was an open micer?
Yeah, he was an open micer. Okay. And so he was like, he saw some new open micers, new comedians rolling into town. And he's like, I like this one. And so he eventually just made like a workplace where like pedophiles were like, yo, this is pretty tight. Like we're working with kids.
He made it like a pedophile kingdom.
He made a pedophile kingdom.
Damn.
And, I mean,
they
I don't
did release
know.
Some bangers though.
I mean,
those shows were good.
I know.
The content was key.
Those kids worked hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just kind of like talking about him and him being a piece of shit. And then, is it Drake? Yeah, Drake Bell. He talks about.
Was he the one that got like caught for like kind of rape or something?
No, he got caught being raped.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, because I couldn't remember. I thought there was like one. I thought there was one of those Nickelodeon guys that was like got caught kind of being sleazy, and then
that's probably Josh Peck.
In defense, he was just like, in my defense, I did also get molested. So
I don't know.
Not everybody's cool.
Oh,
maybe I'm making that. Maybe I'm just like misremembering stuff. But I thought I remember like one of those guys being like not cool anymore.
Oh, I know Josh Peck is just a loser, but Drake is the ginger one.
Is Josh Peck the one that like hangs out with David Dobrik?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kind of has like no career now.
Yeah,
he's just a douche canoe. But yeah. No, Drake was caught getting. He was caught. He should be arrested for his getting crimed on.
That's so messed up. They make you hold a press conference like, yes, the rumors are true. I was relentlessly molested over and over again. They start like booing him. Like, what the fuck?
No, but
it's not his fault.
So he breaks the story, and then it's kind of like all about that. It's just like the abuse of the kids. And,
yeah. So you can say the adults got to Drake Bell's Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Come on now.
They made it into his temple. He got his idol.
Got absolutely slimed. Come on, dude. That's junk. That's absolute junk.
Absolutely no jokes.
There was one. So like they're doing testimonials of like people who've been on the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like, I forget what he was on. He was like on essentially like the Fear Factor kids version.
Okay. Yeah.
And
kids Fear Factor.
And he was like the
what's your number one fear? Cooties. You have to hold this girl's hand.
It was but he was like the black dude, and he was talking about how I don't even know what the point of his story was. He just like affirmed that like, yeah, some of the guys were creepy, and he's like, but you don't know what it was like to be black. And like,
I like how like Drake Bell gets on camera. He's like, "Yeah, I was molested for 5 years," and then like it's like I wasn't paid enough.
Yeah,
and they like have that back to back. It's like
all he had to say was just like, "I was the token black guy, like black kid," and like they portrayed like him doing black stuff, like selling crack or something, but they were like selling cereal. I forgot or like whatever. But yeah, his was just like, man, Dan Schneider didn't even look at me because I was black, dude. And I was like, who gives a fuck?
Oh, like he thought he was like in the background because he was black. Like he wasn't given true like star opportunity.
Yeah, he just wasn't a star. I'm like, dude, the stars were getting molested.
Yeah, the
dude.
stars are getting their ass pounded.
I'm like, you were lucky you were black as hell.
That's so funny. That's like Drake Bell. Like they're in the green room for this documentary. Like they're about to get interviewed. And they're like in like the green room. Like everything's a comedy.
Yeah.
They're in the green room hanging out, and Drake Bell's about to get interviewed about getting ass pounded by Dan Schneider and his like cronies. And then the black guy's like, well, at least you got roles, dude. I was a background character. I didn't have any lines.
But what was
It's like be thankful for what you have.
probably it was definitely sad, but it was also like there was one part. So like Drake Bell's dad was like his manager, and always felt weird about like there was like the
that's a classic.
It was like the guy who was what was his name, Brian Peck or something, Dan Peck, I don't know.
Well, you said Josh.
I know.
Is it Josh Peck's dad?
It's not his dad.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Peggers.
I have 15 minutes to go. I don't know if it's going to be revealed or not. I have no idea. But so the dad always thought something was weird with that guy. Like he was just like really close to Drake and like it was weird. And so the molester, he was like trying to divide him and his dad, and and finally like divided them, and then like broke the family apart, and then eventually like the mom took over.
Dude, he was having an emotional affair with his molester, and it was like the molester's like, man, your dad doesn't treat you well enough, dude. You gotta get away.
I mean, that's what he was doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he was doing that.
He basically infiltrated
yeah.
Drake Bell and his dad's organization. That's insane.
So the dad was out of the picture, and so he was like with his mom. His mom was his manager now, and she was like just worthless.
Yeah.
And so eventually just like the guy like became part of like anytime Drake had to do anything, he was riding with that guy.
He goes, I'm the new dad.
Yeah, he was
Daddy.
like he would stay at his house. He'd be like, come on, Drake, you have like, I mean, it's like an hour drive like home. Let's just stay over here and like we'll go to auditions in the morning. And so like the mom.
Oh no, this is so sad.
And like the mom
this is so fucked up.
Was just like that. And so fast forward now, it's like coming out that he tells people that he's been like raped and stuff.
Yeah.
And he hadn't talked to his dad in a while, and he called his dad and he's like, hey, have you did you hear that they got him? And the dad was like, hell yeah, they got him. Like I knew he was doing something weird.
Yeah.
And then like Drake was just like, yeah, I didn't tell him that it was like being done to me. And I was just like, it's got to be a real like getting that pumped being the dad, just being like, yeah, dude, he was weird, dude. God.
Thank God he didn't touch you, though, man. I would have beat his ass.
Just that.
He's just like sitting there like,
I was like, God damn, that moment would have been so brutal.
It started fun to talk about. This seems like it's so tragic. Like it's the saddest thing on earth.
Oh yeah, no, it gets sad. The highlight was the black dude just be like, God damn, I'm so black as hell. Like I can't get anything around
here.
Dude,
they made me do a kickflip on camera and make a jump shot. They exploited the fuck out of me. Oh damn.
But yeah,
what a bummer,
dude. But they were talking about like the kid show, like the Fear Factor kid show or whatever, and they were like prone to do like he was talking about like the trauma that gets put on kids, and the thing he was like mentioning is like Tony, he got this is like still the black dude. He's like Tony, I mean, he got worms put on him, man. They're like, it's just like a kid in a tub and like just had worms put on him. And the kid was like, ew. And like I was like, is that traumatizing?
It's like, you would not believe the effort, the lengths that these kids went to become stars. They had to sit in a tub with worms.
Now, I will say the black dude did have to do a weird thing where he was covered in peanut butter and dogs came and licked it off of him.
Dude, Cat Williams is right, dude. I know. He had to wear a dress and get peanut butter licked off.
That dude had no idea he was in a dress, dude.
Dude, that dude's full Illuminati now. There's no way that's not an Illuminati, like an entrance exam.
Yeah, the whole thing's weird.
That guy he was a young Cat Williams. He was like, dude, this is fucked up. Making me wear a dress and shit.
A black man in America. I'm into peanut butter now. I got peanut butter all over me.
Well, that's... why it was peanut butter. It was supposed to be cocoa butter.
Dude, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that crap anymore.
that junk.
We don't do that
Get that junk out of here.
That's scrap, dude. We've tossed that. That's junk.
Speaking of only black dudes, I've been getting back into golf. YouTube just absolutely grind. I get obsessed
Golf
with
YouTube.
Yeah, well, like getting back
only,
into golf through you, like me being like, I'm getting the bug to play golf now.
And it's only black guys you're watching?
Well, Tiger Woods.
Oh, okay.
I like watching professional. I watched the Players Championship last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm getting itchy, dude. It was a great finish.
Do you watch golf and do a couple practice swings while you're watching?
Oh, no practice swings. I'm just like, I could probably do that. Let me just wait till I get out there. Probably sink them. No, I need to get back out on the links or whatever the fuck they say. I don't know. I've played golf like 2 times ever.
I know. I was there with you both, I think.
Yeah. Wait. Were you there for? You were there 2 of the like the 3 times I've played. You've been there. But we should get out. We should get out again,
dude.
Once it gets nice.
I need to get some of my clubs fixed. Never go to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Did you fuck them up?
Dude, the Dick's Sporting Goods guys that repair them are legitimately retarded. They're like,
okay, like what about them needs to be repaired? Are they like fucking bent? Did you beat?
No, the heads were flying off. So like,
they were.
Okay, so one of them, I was very drunk at a bachelor party. And I just sunk in.
It sounds like it's not the Dix guys' fault. You go, these Dix guys are idiots. Okay, I was drunk at a party. This is how it's all
No. This is how I broke it. This is how I needed to repair it.
Okay.
So I'm trash. It's 9 a.m. We're out on the golf course.
It's 9 a.m. I'm trash. What time did you start drinking, you think?
Probably like 7:30.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
just me. I just was solo.
Oh, it was just everybody else was sober getting out to play golf. I mean, like they were going to start drinking, but
yeah.
You showed up hammered.
Oh, no. I was paired with the other drunk, and me and Sabbatical were absolutely trashed.
Yeah.
Now, it's slippery.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the morning. There's
there's dew.
I mean, the fresh dew just everywhere on the links, baby.
Yeah.
And we're both shit faced.
Mm-hmm.
And so of course we're like truly drunk driving. We're like like as soon as we see a slope, like we weren't supposed to be on the grass, but boy would we get on there.
How big was your group? How many people were there?
8, I think.
Oh, okay.
And it was like 2 or maybe more, 12. I don't know. But it was just like a scramble of multiple teams. So
yeah,
we're absolutely trashed. It's an absolute disaster. But at the end, nobody knew at the time, but we were all tied, like the teams, and I sunk in just like this glorious chip in. It was so glorious.
Nice.
And I start going like ah, and I'm like just looking at people. I'm like, you fucking kill yourself. Like, you fucking suck, kill yourself. And then somebody tallied up the score, and they're like, that was the shot to win the game. And I was like, ah. And then I like just chucked my my wedge at people at golf carts. Like, they're our friends, but I chucked it at them.
Yeah.
And it hit a tree and just exploded. And so
wait, so like you mean the head just came off, or like the whole thing?
No, the whole thing split in half. The whole club went. Not the metal part.
Oh, okay, the shaft.
Yeah, the shaft.
Okay.
The shaft just split.
I don't know why I was thinking split like the long way, like like you're cutting open a hot dog, like
a split an arrow.
Yeah. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? You're so like drunk precise that you can not only chip in, but you can split a club down the long way on a tree. I'm like, how the fuck?
But yeah, so I broke it that way, and I was like, I need to get it fixed, and so.
You like came to it like Dix with it in 2 pieces. Like, hey, can you put this back together? Did they have to like weld it or something?
No, you just put a new shaft.
Oh yeah,
the top and the shaft kind of screw on or something.
Yeah.
But you have to put. I guess you jam the head on, and you have to have it with glue or whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
And they just didn't put enough glue, and so whenever next time I went to play, it just fucking flew off. I had to go find it.
Every chip, you're like trying to like pick. Okay, I got my pieces of my club.
Oh,
go ahead,
dude, fucking. Oh, my driver was also fucked up. I don't know what I did with that one. I broke the driver somehow, but
the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was out golfing with my dad first time. Like, we've never golfed before. We've never even hung out before.
We don't love each other. This was rare.
This was weird. This is a weird situation.
When was this?
2 years ago. Yeah, I think, or maybe it was last year.
We haven't talked since, but
maybe it was last year.
We were golfing 2 years ago.
Yeah. And whenever we were playing, I think we ended up. It was just random. He's like, "Hey, you want to go golf?" I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So we went and golfed. First shot of the entire thing, I go up to tee, and I just swing, and you feel the weight like disappear. And I just see this fucking club head fly into just marsh. And I'm like, dude, come on.
That's how I feel when I break my bat in baseball. Or like I'm halfway through my swing and it just gets weightless. And like the handle goes like my handle's like, oh my God, like why is that so light? And you just see like like the second half of my bat just flying down the third base line. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, so then I learned how to interact with my dad. I said, hey, can I use your driver from the rest?
He goes, hey son. Don't say I never did anything for you. You can use my driver for the rest of the 12 holes that we have left, and then we're not going to talk again.
And now, what was the most disappointing of that entire thing was he's a drunk now. Never was a drunk, but is just a drunk now. And
he rediscovered it.
Yeah,
he goes, "Hey son, I like what you're doing.
I like this. I've seen you get arrested a couple times.
Yeah,
this is a good idea."
Yeah,
and. So I thought we were like getting fucked up,
mm-hmm.
and he was like, I don't really feel like it. Like we got a lot of walking. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, well, I'll get fucked up. And I'm like, oh man, this is pretty fun, right?
He's just so sober. He has to. That is so crazy. The worst thing ever is that like when you're at a party and you're not drinking and you get cornered by just a guy who's hammered that will not leave you alone. He had to be alone with you for 18 whole, like an entire day.
No,
just nursing a drunk.
Dude, he didn't even make it to the 8th hole. He was tired. He got worn out.
What is he, Pat?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my knee's flaring up. Fucking pussy.
Dude, I swear to God. I mean, he's the dude that any family gathering, like growing up, like any Christmases or thing, like he would literally just the day before start getting into character of like, oh man, I don't really feel good. Like
that is a baller move though.
Yeah, and then like
I mean, I do that just in a different way.
Oh yeah, but then the day would come and he's like, nah, I'm sick. It's like you've been sick 5 years in a row. You get sick every year.
I used to get sick at like almost every family. Like every time we went out of town for Thanksgiving, I'd get sick every single fucking time. Like every time I'd be like, I'll sit at a different table at Thanksgiving. You guys can eat at that table. I gotta go. Like I'm like in quarantine, like eating turkey.
Yeah, but at least you would go.
At least I go. Well, that was back then. Now I'm I'm like, I mean, it's not a trait that I love about myself, but I am the flakiest person probably on planet Earth. Like every single time I say I'm going to be somewhere, there's about a 30% chance I show up to that place. And like I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Like I have a pretty low social battery. Like as it goes anyway. Like I'm not a big party guy. Like if I hang out like 2 nights in a row, usually the third day I'm like, yeah, I need to like time to myself to like recharge. But yeah, like if you were having like a party or something and you told me like 3 days before, the 2 days before, like the 2 day period before the party, I'd be like, man, I'm pumped, dude. That's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna get there. Yeah, woo. And then like 3 hours before I'm supposed to leave, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. I can't face it. I don't know what happened. I like it's really bad that I do that to like I do that to so many people. Like it's like if you're listening to this and I've done this to you, don't take it personally. I do it to everything. I do it to everything. And it's not that I don't want to be there. It's just that I don't know. My brain just convinces myself. He's like, yeah, or you could stay home, and that would rule. Also, that would rule so hard. That'd be so crazy if you just didn't do that. I'm
at the point where I feel like I'm working towards the honesty of like I'm not doing that, and you can't make me.
Yeah.
But also I do dabble in the if someone's like, hey, I'm doing this, I'm like, I'll be there for sure, dude.
This like almost overly like
yeah. I'm like, dude, that sounds fucking awesome. I can't wait to be there. And then I just don't show up.
I mean, like I've talked to you about like my like college years, like after I left, even like high school, like the end of high school, in like all of my college years. I'm a person who like does not succumb to like peer pressure at all. Like my whole like, you know, time I've been thinking for myself, I'm like the type of guy who's like, I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do. You can't convince me otherwise. Like I will be a party pooper. Like I don't give a fuck. I am not going to do a thing that I don't want to do. Like that's just how I am.
You should start going to parties and just walk in and be like, this sucks.
I'm like the most stubborn, like, and that's why I didn't enjoy drinking. Like I didn't drink at all through like high school and college. Like I hated parties, like large gatherings. It's not for me. Like I like a hang. Like I like hanging out with my friends, but like parties, I was just that person that like you cannot convince them to do anything they don't already think is a good idea. And like the only time I ever like went away from that was when my mom forced me to go to prom. She was like, "You have to go to prom." I was like, "I don't want to go to prom. Prom's gay." Like I didn't go to any school dances like my whole time in high school, and then I went to prom my senior year twice actually.
Damn, dude.
Hate the flex on him, but I had a girlfriend from another school. But yeah, I was like that guy that like just did not do anything I didn't really want to do, and I was just like, dude, I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. I'm living for myself. I'm like, I wasn't being like selfish, but I was just like, I'm not letting anybody tell me how they like what I have to do. And then I just went for all 4 years of college not having a single friend. I just played video games by myself. And then I go, ugh, fuck. Turns out if I do exactly what I want to do, I don't have any friends in my life.
Dude, that's the independent woman story.
I'm an independent woman.
That's girl boss stuff.
I was girl bossing so hard. I go, I'm gonna girl boss. I'm gonna go home, play World of Warcraft, watch Asmongold, and then I got in front of my other friends and I'm like, Asmongold? And they're like, who's Asmongold? I'm like, fucking kill yourself, dude. I'm gonna go back, go watch Asmongold. I'm gonna go play World of Warcraft again. No, I did. I was like, you know, when somebody asks me to do something, I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna say no. And then I just didn't have friends for like 4 years. I was the most lonely person on the face of the planet. So now I'm trying to be better. I'm like, okay, like be fun, go out, like have fun, be around your friends. And I've gotten better at it, but now it's like I get in that mindset where I'm like, yes, yeah, I'll hang out. And then it comes time to actually do it. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know why I acted like I did. I really don't want to do.
Dude, I'm the opposite, dude. I got too many friends, dude. All my woes. This like morally fucked. Like I got confused the other day because I was.
This is the big stories on the podcast. I got confused the other day.
Okay,
are you sure you're not drinking again?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay,
but okay, so I was at Sarah's open mic. Okay,
Tin Roof.
So yeah, and I get off the stage and I'm like walking away. I'm about to leave, and I see like somebody was like, "Oh, Connor, what's up?" And I look over and it's like this dude named Cody Fenton. I could just leave his name in. He's a real piece of shit.
Fuck you, Cody Fenton.
So I was just like in the mode of like gonna say hello and like get out of here or whatever.
Yeah.
So I go say what's up to him and like his friends or whatever, and I was like leaving, and then on the way to the comedy club, I was like, oh yeah, that dude almost killed my other friend like a month ago in a car crash.
Oh, okay. Like were they both drinking or just fucking random dude?
They were both like hammered, and and Cody was driving.
Yeah.
And
I mean that's just Hot Wheels though.
Yeah, it's just Hot Wheels. I mean, they're going fast.
Don't put your car on the track, on the orange track, if you're not ready to be.
I mean, they hit one of the fucking one of the wheels that makes them go fast, and they fucking hit the loop-de-loop, but flew off.
Dude, if you don't want to get in the arena, fucking don't build a battle bot, dude. what do you want me to say? But if you're both drinking and driving, that's kind of fair game. If they hit each other, I mean that's a pretty...
No. The other friend was a passenger.
Oh,
just them. And they're both like degenerates. So
yeah. Okay, well you can't phrase it like he almost killed my other friend. It's like
no, hold on.
Okay, I'll let you.
So
I'm being judgmental.
Cody crashes this car, and like it's a really bad like they didn't hit anybody else, but I don't know what the fuck he hit.
He's like hit like a tree.
I don't know.
It's a callback. He pulled Tiger Woods, dude. he Tiger Woods out.
Really smashed the windshield on that one.
Yeah.
But fucking, so they crash and like he gets out and like flees the scene. And then my other friend, whatever, he is like laying there, like in the car still bleeding out.
Oh, okay.
And
that's why he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. And he's like essentially there dying. And somebody like came up and like found him and sent him to the hospital. And they had to do like emergency surgery on him.
Yeah.
Because I guess his like this side had like just smashed in from the seatbelt.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, he almost died, but I was just driving to the club and I was like, I should have been really mad at that guy. I was like, I can't believe that guy did that, and I dapped him up.
Did he see you do comedy?
Yeah.
And you were like, do you what?
I mean, he did go, dude, that was funny. And I was like, you are the man, dude. I love you so much.
You go, you've never done anything wrong.
I was like, dude, you're such a sweetheart, dude. I love you.
I love that. You go, dude, I knew you'd love my DUI joke, dude. And I can't remember why you'd love it, but in the moment, but I knew you would.
I'm like, dude, give me like 10 more minutes while I'm driving, I'll remember what you did. But right
Dude,
now, you're a pretty
I'm
cool
gonna
guy.
be so pissed at you in 20 minutes when I remember why the fuck I don't like you. That's so funny to see somebody out that you know you hate, but you're not really sure why, and you're like, I guess I have to be nice to him for now, but I know I hate this guy for some reason.
I was like,
Oh, that's so funny.
I was like, well, I was like, what would have I even done? I was like, I couldn't slap him. Like, he had like a ginormous black friend with. I'm like,
Yeah, he had a big black. He was Rob Deerdeck.
yeah, he was Rob Deerdeck. He is dude. He's a wigger.
Dude, you walked into the Fantasy Factory and said, I don't know why I don't like this place, but there's something off. Dude, your friend, your other friend was fucking Chanel West Coast. You got hit with the dodgeball in the face.
He kept kicking the dodgeball right in her face.
Rob Deerdeck hit her with the dodgeball.
Hit him with the double tap.
You go, oh, I knew I didn't like you. You have like a lot of like feud. Like, I don't know. I guess I've had a pretty uninteresting life. Like, I don't have feud. Like, I don't really have feud. I honestly, to God, like, I don't think I have like an enemy. Like, I won't, like, I'll be out at a place. There's a 0% chance I'll ever see anybody and be like, oh, fuck them. You know?
Yeah. I don't really, even if I don't really have anybody like that. Like, except that, well, I was supposed to have that.
you go, I was supposed to have that, but that guy did fucking rule. He did tell me, he told me he liked my jokes, so all was forgiven. Do you think Drake Bell is at like an open mic trying out his new bits and fucking Dan Schneider's there? Drake Bell gets off stage and Dan Schneider's like, hey man, that new bit fucking rules. And he's like, hey man, there's this thing coming out in a couple months and don't take it. And like, I was in a different mindset back then. I forgive you. But yeah, I don't have any vendettas against anybody, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I
also don't care enough to be like, I'm like, they're a loser, I'm a loser, we're all losers. Why are we mad at each other? Like, it's so dumb.
Well, also, I mean, I don't really have I kind of gave up all my vendettas. I don't really have any anyways. I just kind of go, I'm like, that was a shitty situation. I'm like, that's what it is.
Oh, we done goofed.
Done goofed.
Yeah, you should go golfing with that guy.
I might as well make amends.
What's his name? Say it on the podcast again.
Cody Fenton.
Cody Fenton. Cody Fentanyl.
Fentanyl. Yeah.
That's pretty on brand. Just to get into fentanyl.
Yeah, I still don't know if he ever got arrested or anything. I know the cops were looking for him for a bit. So whenever I started piecing it all together, I'm like,
he was on the run.
Yeah.
You should have just got his location and been like, dude, I got an anonymous tip.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's sober now. I doubt it.
Would you be a narc? I'm like, I was on a walk the other day and I was thinking about this. Like, I'm a bona fide rule follower.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we've talked about this before, but I'm like, I just am. It's in my blood. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just a rule follower. Like, I'm the biggest narc. I'm be like, hey man, let's not do that stuff. And I would think about it. I'm like, does that make me gay? And I'm like,
Makes you pretty gay, dude.
It makes me pretty gay. Dude, I've been on a gay phase, dude.
What? You're in gays? You're doing 360
No, we texted about some things that I've been super gay recently. Like, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, you're full blown Nazi. I forgot about that.
I'm full grammar Nazi. Dude, I'm just being gay. I don't know what it is. I don't know what seeped into me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Vendettas, I just leave them go. I'm like, hey.
Well, that's not a vendetta.
I'm like, Curtis is a Nazi. I mean,
I'm not okay. We can't provide no context to the situation we're talking about, and you be like, wait, Curtis is a Nazi. That's not. That like makes it sound so much worse than it actually is. It's like, hey, remember what I texted you the other day? Oh yeah, you are a Nazi. Oh wow, no, that's not.
Well, tell the people what you did.
Okay. I don't even know if I want to, but now you put me at a spot where I have to say what happened because
explain your Nazi ways.
I made a post recently about our show, and another comedian in the scene posted a comment that was, I guess, was a joke. At the time of when I first read it, I did not interpret it at all as a joke. I thought they were attacking me and like genuinely mad at me, and I was just like, "That's dumb." And like, my thinking was, this is a post that's used to promote our show, Riffs After Dark, by the way, March 30th, 9:00.
Boom.
Sick lineup. I need to use this post to like promote the show, and it's going to be seen by people that have never been to the show before. So I don't want like negativity.
Yeah.
In the like people are going to see that and be like, oh, what the fuck, like, So I hid the comment.
Nasty thing.
That's the Nazi thing that I did. The worst thing I ever did was hide a comment.
You silenced a woman,
because
dude.
I didn't think she was joking. I thought she was just being like negative. And then I texted Connor about it. I was like, can you believe she did this? And he was like, yeah, it was a joke. And I was like, oh, fuck, was it? And you were like, yeah, it was a joke. You're just being a gay Nazi. And I was like, oh, shit. So I put it back up.
That thing got hidden so fast. I just seen it. It was like maybe a minute or two old.
Yeah, I was livid.
And I was like, ooh, I'm going to respond and say something silly. And it was gone.
I mean, it was the classic, like, I didn't interpret it as I mean, like I said, it was a joke. I didn't see it that, like, I was gay. I didn't know she was joking. I was being gay about it. I put it back up. I rescind my gayness, but that's the not. And Connor called me a content Nazi or whatever because I silenced whatever.
You silenced us, dude.
That's, oh my god.
I can't believe you silenced us.
I can't believe you just like were prepared to not tell them anything about the situation and just describe me as a Nazi. You're like, yeah, Curtis did some stuff. He's a Nazi. We can't talk about it. But I hit a comment, but I put it back up. All is well. I realized the error of my ways.
I know, dude. You went full Ukraine, dude. Full Nazi. And I'm Russia. I'm Putin, dude. I'm just trying to stop you.
Have you seen those like fashion podcasters where they're like, trends in 2024? What, hot or not? What trends do we think are going to be in 2024? Have you ever seen these?
No.
Well, that's been. I was thinking about writing a sketch. Well, these like there's this.
I mean,
like,
she's got no respect.
I mean, absolutely zero respect for the craft and the arts and everything that we do. Dude, fucking scrub some rocks. But I was thinking about writing a sketch where it's like. Basically that. Anyway, there's these podcasters, these two guys that like talk about fashion. I guess I don't watch it, but I've seen like clips.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're like forecasting trends for like 2024 or whatever the year is, right? Mm-hmm. They're like, what's gonna be hot? Like, are fucking cropped hoodies in or out for 2025? Whatever. They talk about this shit. And I was thinking about writing a sketch where they talk about like 4 things like normally, and then the 5th thing is like anti-Semitism. Do we think it's going away in 2025 or do we think it's rising? I don't know.
Or is it going to be in?
It's going to be better than ever. So that was on my mind today when I was driving here. I go, that's anti-Semitism. That sketch is going to be pretty funny.
I know. I bet it was because you're a Nazi, dude. That's crazy. You're like,
no.
You think anybody else will hop on this bandwagon with me in 2024?
No, I'm saying it's not. It should not. I'm not a Nazi. I'm so not a Nazi. I'm like,
please isolate that. No context. Just I'm not a Nazi.
I'm the least.
Wearing those sunglasses.
I would say I'm like top 5 least anti-Semitic comedians in Kansas City. I love the Jews. I'm like a big guy. I love them. I know it sounds like I'm lying, but like. There's way more anti-Semitism in like the people that I know that I'm like the lowest.
You know someone's lying when they give you a top 5 like I'm not even in the top 5 or the top 10.
I said like I'm like You're right. I can't even defend myself. I did do just that. I thought about it for a second. I go, fuck, I did just say.
You have to keep
I'm an honorable mention.
I'm in the top 10, the top 20, the top 50, man.
I wouldn't even be in the top 100. Where do you think you rank in terms of being anti-Semitic?
How anti-Semitic I am?
Yeah.
As far as like list goes for like most anti-Semitic.
Yeah, so I'm talking like libtard comedians in Kansas City, and then like me would be the lower bound.
So everybody who's really rooting for Palestine. Those are
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily like rooting for sounds like a weird thing.
Well, I mean, they've defended Palestine to the point where it's like, all right, guys, you're getting into, you're like on the shore, and now you're
They-
like
they
in the
do-
water of
they-
like the Jews. Fuck
Yeah.
the Jews.
They do talk about Palestine like it's a Wayside Waves. Like it's like, yeah, it's a no-kill shelter. They're like rehabilitating puppies. I'm like, they're doing more than that. They're doing.
I'm like, both. Come on, guys. Both sides are bad. Why can't we all just vote for Trump?
It's so funny to like so clearly not know what the fuck we're talking about and be like, these guys, can you believe them?
We give our
Like,
hot takes.
I'm like the least political person on the planet Earth, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
that African.
I've read I haven't even read the headlines. I have zero information coming in, but from my lay of the land, here's what I think.
that African warlord barbecue is pretty cool.
Wait, what's that?
So like in
There's a
Africa,
guy named Barbecue.
there's a guy. He's a leader of like a militia or like I don't know.
Oh, it's like a child army.
No, I don't know. I don't know that much, but all I know is like him and his squad. They got like, or maybe I don't know if it is a squad. All I know is that there's an African group.
That's
that
my fear factor, dude.
got-
An African group.
Dude, we don't do that jump.
Joe Rogan's like, you can win $1 million if you go toe to toe with an African group. Anyway, continue.
They're one of the many dozens of African militia groups.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they got a total like pimp your ride. Like they have like the sickest Jeeps and like
Yeah.
new like cars and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's what we need to be focusing on. Like, let's just get those boys just balling.
Oh, like just like fund them to they're in like Kim Kardashian G wagons rolling up to the function.
Black dudes,
No,
of
dude.
course, are stealing the show once again and making fucking things
No, there's
cool as hell.
I agree and I disagree. Partly because like there's nothing more iconic than like the white Toyota with a Gatling gun on the back. Like
I
you
know,
know,
dude,
like
it's sick.
the Middle Eastern, like the white Toyotas, they love a white Toyota, dude. Just a white Land Cruiser with a 50 cal on the back. They find ways to like. I like if you like have seen anything from the war in the Middle East, you'd think like a white Toyota Land Cruiser is like has the same level of defense as like an APC.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like it's a full blown tank.
I want to see if I can. find
Toyotas
this
are made
video.
with Kevlar, apparently.
Wait, what? No, they're not.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what you would think. Like, I mean, they're like indestructible. They're driving through the dunes. They're doing. They're back to last week. Yeah, they're going through the dunes.
Well, this militia, they made like a really cool.
It's so sick to be like a child militia and be like in the back, like our backseat of our car is like a hot tub.
They made like this hype video of them like in the cars. They have like their guns, and of course Google scrubbing it because these motherfuckers are stunting so hard. They're stunting so hard in it.
Dude, they're so freaking cool. I don't. Did you ever watch like Pimp My Ride like unironically?
No, I don't.
I feel like every time they would put their big thing is putting TVs in the seats. Like they would always put like a screen in the seat, and I'm like, who the fuck is watching? Like, what do you?
Well, I recently just watched somebody restore one that it was like this, this just like a regular Ford like van,
Yeah.
like a soccer mom van.
Yeah.
And on Pin My Ride, they had like put like they put on all the shit on it, and like the back seats were like this big like circle seat with like a bar and then like screen. There was like a disco light coming from the floor, like just some of the like oldest and shittiest TVs ever.
Yeah, no, seriously, like it's funny watching that show because it's so outdated. Because they're like, we're gonna put the best gaming console ever. We got a GameCube in the back seat. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? They put a GameCube. They put a GameCube in a truck, and they're like, oh shit, he done it again. Holy shit. Exhibit, damn, Exhibit, you're really pimping their ride.
Well, nothing was better than like instead of like one big TV, it was like 15 tiny TVs.
I told you the screens in the seats. They put 50 fucking.
I know, but it's like you have the screen in the seat, and then one next to you. It's like, what the
Dude, they have like 17 screens the size of e-readers. Like, they have fucking. We put 13 Amazon Kindles in the back of this Jeep for no reason. I never understood. Also, no car was ever a single color. We gotta have more than one color.
Well,
dude.
back then, the two-tone.
Yeah.
I mean, Ford was making F-150s.
My dad was like the Challenger. He was thinking about making that two-tone.
Oh God. What?
Dude, he was about to trap out of that thing. Like, he was about to go crazy. He got that car, by the way, like, I mean, it was pretty much stock when he got it. Within a week of having it, he had it tinted with rims and a sound system put in the car. I was like, what happened? You drove a Saturn Aura your whole life. Like, what? Like, he literally...
It's time to grow up, dude.
Yeah,
That's what the big boys are driving.
He was like, yeah, I'm hood rich now, so let me just... he pimped his ride, dude. And I got to drive it. He pimped his ride, and then my car broke down. I was like, hey, I need to drive your new pimped out ride. I need to get this thing. His new thing is anytime he gets a new car, he puts a backup camera in it. He like loves the backup camera.
Dude, they're the best.
He has a backup camera guy that he goes, like, anytime anybody in the family gets a car, he's like, I'm gonna take it to my guy. He'll put a backup camera. Every single I swear to God, like every car that our family has, he's like, yeah, I'm the only one without a backup camera.
Yeah, you don't get shit.
Well, like I like
you love the feeling of like you're sitting there and you're like, man, I need to see what's going on behind me, and you grab that seat, you grab the passenger seat,
yeah, dude.
and you fucking put your mitt right on top of it, and you go,
dude, there's few things better than that.
You go, golly, what's back there? Hope I'm not hitting anything.
No, I drive like Fenton. I don't even check my blind spot. I just go, dude. I
just fucking hit the jets.
I Cody Fenton it, dude. I zip and zap. No, well, I like the look of like an OEM. Like, I hate when it's like a shitty, like, not a shitty car, but like an older car, and there's just like a brand new like sound system in it with like the funny thing is, it's like it's like a screen in there, but like the operating system on this, like the thing that's actually running it, looks like a fucking Nokia phone. Like, it's the shittiest. Like,
oh yeah,
the screen's laggy and
dude,
shit.
they get, oh man, they're so much better. Like, they have, oh dude, they put. So we I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes,
we had this Jeep at the lot, and literally someone, instead of like just a regular in the dash screen,
yeah,
it was a fucking tablet.
Yeah. They do. They just attach a tablet to the car.
This is like an 06 Jeep Patriot.
Yes.
It's like,
and it's the shitty. It's not even a good tablet. It's the shittiest tablets.
Dude, they turned this absolute like shit box of a car into like a. They just try to go Tesla with it. They're like, yeah, check out this big.
Seriously, I'm gonna do that to my car. I'm not even gonna get like a new screen. I'm gonna have like a cop. I'm just gonna have a full laptop. I'm gonna have a ThinkPad with the little red, like the little red dimple. You have to like move the mouse in by like tilting your finger. I'm like, one sec, I gotta pull up my Spotify playlist right here. Let me open my ThinkPad that's in the passenger seat. It makes no sense. I like when it looks all like it's from the same era. Like, if you're gonna redo the interior, like, have like a unit that like looks like of the time, like looks like the rest of the interior, not like everything else looks like 06 shitty plastic, and then you have like a fucking iPad just sitting in.
I mean, at some point you're just tired of fucking listening to the radio.
I have a Bluetooth transmitter. that looks like my car, and
But that's you got to get the whole thing. You got to get it. You got to get all the kick.
Dude, you're a dude wearing a grill and an earring attached to your hat, telling me I gotta get the sound system for my car.
Hey yo, cuz.
Dude, that guy from the Drake Bell documentary really got to you, dude.
Bro, if your trunk ain't banging, your dick ain't slanging, dude.
Dude, I can't. I want to put subs in my car, but I can't fit because I got my bowling balls back there. And I'm not like, it sounds like I'm saying a joke. Like, it's not. I actually don't have room in my trunk because I put my bowling balls in there.
Just put your bowling ball in the back seat.
Nah, dude. I don't want to ruin the leather. The nice.
When
leather.
you start bumping, you sacrifice everything for the trunk.
You start bumping.
When you're a bumper like me,
you're a bumper.
you got to make some trunk sacrifices.
No, seriously, like when I first met you, I was just like, oh, it's good. And I'm like, white dude. And then I got in your car and it was like, I'm like, is there an earthquake? Like, I grew up in the Nexa. Like, what is this?
I don't have them in my car now, and it breaks my heart every single time.
I know it does, dude.
I'm just too lazy because I'm like, I've done this 5 times before. to like all my cars.
Oh, like put 5 different systems in there.
I only did the first time I ever.
How much does it cost for you to put like?
Way too fucking much.
How much have you spent on sound like individually? Like how much each time?
Not that much. I don't pay anybody to do it.
You just do it yourself?
Yeah, because they're retards.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that does it is retarded.
I could do it with a YouTube tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, I do it, and it's just as shitty and bad as if I paid $300 for it to be done. So I'm like, what's the point?
But how much did you pay to do it? Like how much are the things themselves?
Oh, like all my equipment?
Yeah.
Probably. Well, I got probably like 1,500.
Oh, okay.
But I've had them since I was like 17.
Okay, but you took the same system from car to car. Like you didn't buy new stuff each time. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bought really expensive shit the first go, and then I got really lucky on a Craigslist deal. The dude like tried to scam me for I was getting 2 subs and the amp, and then come to find out the amp is a big mama. And the amp itself was like $1,000, and I got all that stuff for like $300. And I was like,
"Oh shit!"
Yeah, one of the speakers was blown, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with the speaker?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. Worked when I had it." I'm like, "They don't just explode. You don't like unplug them and they just like sit and blow up."
He pulls your move. He goes, "You know what, dude? I'll send you back $100. That ought to fix it. That ought to fix all your problems."
But yeah, I mean, so then I bought like really nice speakers, and then I've just had all that shit. And then you have to buy a wiring kit that's like $100, $150 each time, because sometimes trying to just unplugging all that shit is a pain in the ass. So
yeah, I don't want to. I was like, that sounds like so much work for me to get like a little bit louder and my music to sound slightly better.
No, dude, you don't get a little louder, dude. You fucking.
Well, that's the thing. I already
bump.
My car already goes loud enough to where if I'm side by side, I had somebody side by side next to me, like honking their horn. I could not hear it. I could not hear it at all.
No, dude, you need hearing damaging if you want to roll with the big boys.
I just listen to our podcast at Mac. I ride around with the windows down, listening to our podcast, more than max volume. Like,
dude, I'm telling you, there's no better feeling than being an absolute nuisance at 2 a.m. hammered driving through the neighborhood.
You know, I would get evicted. You know where I live? They would shoot me. They would literally like string me up like I'm a witch. Like coming in here with those witch tunes.
Dude, I would fucking whip through the neighborhood into my parents' house and just be like, "Fuck you guys, dude. I'm the man." And then I would just arrive home and go sleep. Go to sleep on my mattress on the floor.
You go, "Fuck yeah, I'm the man." Pops in a Hungry Man meal, like peels up the plastic on the corner. So you go, "I'm fucking killing this shit right now." Have you ever had to live in your car, or do you just live with your parents?
No, God no.
Okay. I know a couple fellas out there living in their cars. I'm just like, yeah, it's a tough existence. Dude.
What? Who?
One of them's a coworker of mine. It's so funny. We're just like there selling shoes, and all he's doing the entire time is just bitching about child support. He's like, "Child support's a fucking scam." And I was like, "You have your kid for like a day a week." like I'm pretty sure she's taking the brunt of it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you lose that bad.
He's like, "The government fucking gives her $200 a fucking month." I'm like, $200 a month? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, she's stunned.
Yeah, she's got subs in her car.
Yeah.
She bought a fucking wiring harness and everything.
People don't understand. Subs are really just kind of like one of the pinnacle moments for like a white trash. Like,
oh yeah, no, I think that's well understood. I don't think I don't think people understand. Subs are for white trash. I'm like, oh no, I think everybody's well aware exactly what they're for.
Dude, acquiring someone else's hand-me-down subwoofers. I mean,
that's a wigger rite of passage.
Dude, I mean, immediately you start going, how do I get this in my car? Yeah. How does this work?
Yeah, as soon as you click on the Craigslist listing, it goes like achievement unlocked, 10 gamer points.
And nobody understands how to do it, and it sounds like shit every time. But goddamn, is that bass louder? Goddamn, is that bass louder?
That's so funny. Also, like the way this might be 100% fabricated and a lie and like not fact checkable at all. Mm-hmm. But like my coworker who is currently living in his car and paying child support tells me that like he has to pay her like $450, or like it's a percentage of his check. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like 20% or whatever that he worked out with his lawyer or like in court. But like if he pays $450 in child support, she gets like $250 of that. The state just takes $200 of it.
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't know you'd pay tax on child support.
I didn't think so. Like I said, he might be lying. He might just be making shit
I
up.
think that's a lie. I don't think they take
This is also the same guy that thinks Mountain Dew kills your sperm. So like he's I mean, he's got his own theories on a lot of things out there, but like yeah, he was just telling, and like he's like the definition of a guy you just gotta like sit there and like nod, because I'm like, I have to work like an 8-hour shift with him, so I'm just like trapped there. I'm trapped on a golf course with a drunk, basically. I'm your dad. I'm your dad. I got an 8-hour shift with this guy.
I mean,
and he's just fucking pissed, just talking to me. He's like, yeah, it's fucked up. They're taking all this money from me, and I'm just like. So I'm like, yeah, man, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, half of that going to the courts must have also been like, this dude's a piece of shit. We could probably work our way in here and get a little child support ourselves.
Yeah. The state's like, this guy thinks Mountain Dew kills your sperm. Why don't we get in on this?
I mean, maybe it's true. I just can't see the government. Like, maybe I could, but just them being like,
well, I was
taking
thinking,
the
like,
thing called child support and breaking off a little slice of it.
We need this money to feed your kid, and also the judge that made you pay all this money. Yeah. But also, I was thinking maybe that's like, you know, like sometimes when people are divorced and they like have shared custody, they have to go to like counseling and like child services, and they have like a little like social worker and stuff. I'm like, maybe that pays those people for like their like social work, but also I don't think there's no way that's how that works. I don't. No, it didn't make any sense to me, but he said it, and I was like, yeah, that's crazy, dude. I don't know. I'm just trying to sell these shoes.
You're just putting boxes away.
Yeah. No, literally, yes. I'm like on the computer trying to order a shoe, and I'm just like, yeah, that's crazy they're doing that to you, dude. I don't really know. Never been divorced, so I don't. But yeah, he just fucking convinced him. He's one of those guys that like, he'll bitch about his job. And like every single day he comes in, he'll be like, yeah, I got two interviews on Friday, dude. I can't wait to get out of this place. And then I show up the next week and I'm just like, oh, he's still here. And then he'll be like, yeah, man, I got more interviews. I'm like, you're the worst. How did you get hired here? You must be the worst interviewer ever. Because like if you don't want to work here anymore and you're constantly interviewing for places and you're still here, like week after week after week.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could suck that bad at interviews.
Yeah. Well, also it's like never the same thing. It's clearly he doesn't have like a plan. He'll be like, yeah, I got an interview over at like Pepsi. I'm like, like the Pepsi plant? He's like, yeah, like the warehouse. And then he'll come in the next day. He's like, yeah, I got an interview over at Old Navy. And I'm like, you went from Pepsi to Old Navy? Like he doesn't even have an idea of what he wants to do. He just wants to leave. He just wants to get out. He wants to. Well, that's the thing. He's like, fuck. He's like, he's living out of his car, right? And he's like, this economy's fucked up, dude. Like nobody can afford housing. Like. All my friends, like none, like they all live with their parents. He's like, none of us can afford an apartment. Like this economy's fucked up. And I'm like, you did buy a brand new car, and then we're like, I just have to live out of my car now. Like he's like talking about how like,
I mean, that's a house payment.
He doesn't. Well, yeah, he said he doesn't have any money left after his child support and his car payment. I'm like, I'm like, how much is your car payment? And he's like, it's a lot. I bought a new car. Like he got a new car when he started working at this job. I'm like, why was the first thing you got a new car?
How the fuck did he get financing?
Dude, he's a sale. Like he's like one of the best salesmen ever because he can just like look you straight in your eyes and lie to you. Like it's the most. He is the biggest sociopath. Like it's crazy. It's actually insane. Like I'm like a pretty awful salesman because like I try to kill people with kindness. Like if somebody's like if I'm trying to upsell them on like a shoe or an insert or something and they're like, yeah, I'm like if they show any amount of pushback, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I recommended that to you. Like. You know, we could go something cheaper. He'll look a family in their eyes and be like, yeah, I'd like to get these new shoes, but like I got to wait a couple paychecks or else I won't be able to eat this month. And he'll look at them and he's like, well, I can ring 3 up for you right now. You should get 3 pairs today and walk out with them. I'm like, how is he doing this?
Gangster.
Dude, he's like, he's the most gangster, but like in like the way he has like gangster transferable skills, but he doesn't apply them to like actually making his life better.
Oh yeah.
He just like ruins other people's lives by like selling them a ton of shit that they can't buy. And then he gets pissed because like his returns are so high. Like literally half of my day is spent returning shit that this guy sold people because they never buy. They always buy like $500 more than what they intended to.
Yeah.
And they don't like geezers. They don't realize until 2 days later.
They've been duped.
Literally. Like,
they're walking away from
old geezers. It takes them like 3 days to look at a bank statement and be like, I spent how much? how?
That was me driving and realizing that Cody almost killed my friend. I was like, what the heck?
Yo, oh yeah, yeah.
What the frick?
Did you tell your friend? Did you go like, hey man, I ran into
I feel like there's just something I didn't need to mention.
You go, I ran into him, dude. He was so cool. I dapped him up.
Dude, I mean,
I thought about it later. I go, shouldn't have done that. And I want to tell you. I want to tell you that I fucked up. You go, turns out he's like so fucking cool, and I apologize for that. And I'm really
forgot how cool he was. He's so cool.
So what do you think of these shades? Do you think it's my new look?
No.
I did. I ordered some sunglasses. First of all, it's hard for me to wear sunglasses because I wear glasses.
You kind of look like Patrick when they're in the band in SpongeBob.
You trying to tell me I'm Goofy Goober Rock right now, dude? How fucking dare you?
Wait, let me pull it up.
Also, by the way, you know no compliment has ever started with "you look like Patrick from SpongeBob." that has never been the front half of a compliment. But well, I ordered 2 pairs of sunglasses basically like these aren't mine, but I ordered 2 pairs of sunglasses basically like this. And I was like, maybe I'll start wearing sunglasses, and then I put them on and instantly I was like.
Yes, dude, I'm the reference king, baby.
You're so good.
I'm the reference
He's
king.
unstoppable. Dude, if only you could go on stage and share like your screen and have like an iPhone.
I just start
You're doing crowd work. Well, this guy looks like that guy. Isn't that crazy? No, but I got a couple pairs of sunglasses and then instantly I put them on. I went to like my younger sister because like she's like younger and like in with like fucking whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. And I was like, how do these look? And she's like, not great. And I was like, okay, I was like, I'm gonna return them. I got a good deal on them. But yeah, she was like, no, they just look so like. She didn't say they look bad, but it's like odd to see me with this type of glasses on.
What shape were they?
I can show you a picture of them.
Oh yeah, show me it.
I mean, fine. You pull up another killer reference while I'm pulling these up.
No, dude, I'll wait. Whenever you show me these, I'll give you a reference to how
I bought them because they were. I got an Instagram ad. I mean, classic Instagram ad. I succumbed to it.
Oh boy.
Let me go to my email. But they were 2 for 1, so I bought them. I got them half off.
What brand were they?
It's a brand called. I bleeped that. We're not giving them free promotion on the podcast.
Hey, dude, if you fucking are listening, you better pay us.
This is what they look like. And they look worse on me.
Yeah, dude,
believe it or not.
If you put those on, you would look like Steven Seagal.
Actually, this one looks cool, but that one looks ridiculous. It looks like my head is fucking like I don't have a big head, but when I put these on, it looks like my head's fucking. I do look like Patrick.
You would look like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter. I just like put my hair in like braids and like, dude, should I be one of those white dudes that just has one dread, like one dreadlock?
Have 2, but they're like on opposite sides.
It's 2.
Yeah, dude.
I could probably rat at my hair right now. Just fucking get. I show up to the club right now in dreads. What's up, guys? Like something off, but no, dude.
I mean, she's been trying to get me to. She wants to do my hair in cornrows.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
We should both get dreads and go watch the Bob Marley movie. One love, my brother.
Oh, one love, brother.
Yeah, just a couple fucking rude boys walking in.
I'll wear my Adidas tracksuit,
dude. Yes,
or one half of one.
That's Dana O'Connor was actually telling me about the Bob Marley movie, and he was like, "Tell me how much it sucked ass." He was being so funny. He was like basically saying like the Bob Marley movie is like, I don't know, fucking like riots and fucking like shootings are happening, and they're like in a basement. And they're like, we got to stop. We got to do something about this, dude. We got to like we got to change the world, dude. Like it's fucked up what's happening. And they're like, what can we do? They're like, why don't we get high in this basement and play some music? And they would all smoke and then start playing music. And they're like, well, we did it. We did all we can do. We're going to change the world.
I feel like that's like just the embodiment of like hippie and like what's going on now when people are like online. They're like, I'm going to say something about this issue I don't really
I will
know anything
not
about.
stand for this. Tweet.
Like,
yes,
I've done it again.
It's the Instagram story. It's the
up?
sharing the thing on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I was actually watching Asmongold. There was a clip from Asmongold stream where
Okay.
they were these game developers, they were like protesting how fucked up the game industry is right now. Like everybody's getting laid off and like the fucking demands, you have to like work fucking 90-hour day like weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like all of these game developers were at this gaming conference. I think it's called GDC or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Some convention, right? And they wanted to like protest, so they went outside and did like a yell. Like they all screamed in unison. They literally like it was like maybe like 80 of them in a field, and they all went 1, 2, 3. And they yelled for like a minute, and then they all got done yelling, and they sort of like high fived, just like, yeah guys, we just did it. We stuck it to them. Like standing outside this conference like yelling. I just like imagining a guy that's inside playing the newest game, and he's just like he hears like yelling like this. He's like,
Oh my god,
what the fuck is that,
dude? None of those people would last 5 minutes on a Dan Schneider set at Nickelodeon, dude.
Dude, they crumble.
It would crumble.
Dude, it's just I just like it'd be
Or is
so
it
funny
Rob
to
Schneider?
be Rob Schneider's a comedian.
Okay, never mind.
It was Dan. Also, isn't Dan Snyder like a owner of like an NBA? I don't know. Anyway,
Sorry,
but I think it's just like it's so funny to be like imagine like a guy who's at that game conference and just like 100 yards away he hears people like yelling. He's playing the new Spider-Man. He's like, man, this game's sick as hell. What the fuck is that? And then like lasts for like 60 seconds and he goes, oh, okay, and then it's like keeps playing the sick ass demo. Also, the top comment on the post, which made me laugh so hard, it was like, these game developers are talking about how mad they are at the game industry. It's like, you guys are the game industry.
Yeah, you
like
guys.
if you are a game developer, you are the games industry. You're literally the thing. You're talking about how much it sucks. Oh, it's just so fun. Like, oh my god, I need to get all the comics that don't get booked at the comedy club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna stand outside and go 1, 2, 3. Ah! And like, dude, it was funny. So one of them,
Let's do a walkout tonight.
One of the guy, oh my god, one of the guys made me fucking laugh so hard. Like, I'm watching the video of them yelling, and just like I watched it like 100 times. I was like, this is the funniest video I've ever seen. One of these dudes, classic like game developer, like bro, like so he had like the black like Swiss gear backpack on, like gray t-shirt, black jean, like the big ass like Samsung smartwatch on, and he's like yelling, and then halfway through he just goes ah, like picks up his fists. Like, fist in the air, just yelling like ah.
He's Braveheart. They're brave.
No, but they didn't even Braveheart, because the Braveheart, they like yell before they run into battle. That was their battle. They just yelled and they were like,
We've done it.
well, they're gonna be so pissed when they found out about what we just did.
They don't even understand how powerful we are.
Oh my fucking god! I just gotta show you the video. It's literally like it's the funniest thing I've ever seen here.
Yeah, but that's like just one of those things where like, guys, I love the message. Like if you had to be a part of it, like someone's like, hey, you want to come outside and like do this thing with us?
I don't even like. I mean, like,
be like, guys, I'm on your side, but come on, like this is really embarrassing.
oh fuck, I'm logged in the wrong account.
Also, who recorded it? Was it like professionally shot?
No, it was like iPhone footage. Like somebody was just there, and they're like, wait, they did what? Like just pulling up, just seeing the thumbnail makes me fucking cry laughing.
Wait, put it into the mic.
Okay.
We'll just.
I know. I'm trying to.
Oh.
Let's see here. What the f? They stood outside and screamed in unison to complain about the state of the gaming industry.
Dude, we're doing a react to Asmongold reacts.
Wait, so this is real? No way, right?
Yeah, they look exactly how you would expect them to look. Oh, a little umbrella action because they're too white. God damn.
We are in the midst of a tremendous mental health crisis. This
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm just gonna start yelling at places in public. I'm just gonna be in a Trader Joe's and be like, "You guys have the blueberries?" And like, we're out of blueberries. I'm like, 3, 2, 1. Ah! That'd be so funny just to hear something like. Also, my favorite video is like the people getting escorted out of a building when they're like being like carried and they're like kicking like you know like the security people have like their arms and legs.
Oh yeah, they're
And
fighting
like
like
just seeing the people like fucking try to like escape. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Wait, what time are we at?
Oh, I think we're 105, brother. Dude, it's great. I mean, I hate to say it, but we did it again.
God damn,
we
did it again.
Like, it's just so easy. I only had to check the clock like 4 times just to make sure.
I think this time, video's gonna look good.
I'm gonna put my money on not good. So
No, dude, got the lights going, got the fucking guy going. Our guy behind the camera.
Our guy.
It's probably
Shout
not
out
even
to our
recording.
guy. Also, like how we had like your girlfriend sitting on the last couple podcasts, but like, I'm not even gonna call it a bit. Your girlfriend's like whole thing is that she only likes you.
Mm-hmm.
So she just laughs at everything that you say, and I'm just hard bombing. Like it was just like every time you say a word, she's like, ah, and then I say a word and just, and like, and then you would be like, yeah, man, that's cool, and then she'd be like, ah, like these, like she'll laugh at literally any word that comes out of your mouth. She thinks is the like God's fucking piss.
Oh yeah, she
And then nothing I say has ever been funny. So I'm just like, you don't realize how hard it has been to do the last 2 podcasts when I just feel like I'm bombing on it. And I start trying harder and I start sweating. I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah, she was going to give you a compliment today, and I said, let's just keep that to yourself.
Anyway, we've done it again.
We've done
March
it again.
30th, Race After Dark, Cameron Davis, Dustin Slentz, Conrad Fagan, fucking Saturday, 9 o'clock. It's going to be
Banger.
Bangarang. Bass. What if I just get really good at like beatboxing? Like I just practice in my car. I don't put good speakers in my car because I want to get good at beatboxing, and I start giving myself the bass. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well,
Turn it off. Turn it off.